seeing what's gonna happen. Look at this. Happy New Year, my friends. It is January 5th and I have started on the main leg of my 2025 Arctic tour. I spent Christmas and the New Year with friends and family in the southwest, and today I have a long drive to get up on a mountain before they close the road for a huge snowstorm and blizzard tomorrow. Looks like it's gonna be a really massive one. We've had some record-breaking storms through the holidays and been able to film a little bit of it with webcams and stuff, but this one that's coming now is gonna be an epic one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be insane amounts of snow coming down and the wind is gonna be full storm. So I need to get up on that mountain before they close the road so I can get across in a couple of days. There's been a lot of snow coming down over the last week, and I think they broke all the records for snowfall in the fjords to the northwest. So I'm just gonna hunker down and ride the blizzard out up on the mountain. So gonna have to do some driving in the dark for this, in the winter darkness, and a little bit sketchy, slushy roads getting into the fjords here before the mountain. Just need to be careful. Thanks for tuning in and joining me on the 2025 Arctic tour. It's gonna be several months of videos coming out with Arctic winters, snowstorms, blizzards, extreme temperatures, and a lot of fun stuff in the van. So if you want to see in more detail where I'm going, where I camp, where my favorite campsites are, and where I find necessary services, etc., you can sign up to my Patreon account, or you can join as a member here on YouTube to access the same kind of maps and perks and exclusives. These are some pretty cool winter conditions through this valley here. Very narrow. Climbing up on the mountain here now. I came in right behind the plow truck here. The road is extremely icy, but it's dry ice. So for now the grip is pretty good, but it's already blowing up. Always cool to be behind a plow truck. They go so fast. Okay, first camp of the 2025 season. I parked on top of Hardangervidda, big mountain plateau, and now I'm able to get across after the storm here. It's going to be a huge storm tomorrow, so let the storm commence. Well, good morning. It is 8:30 and I got the knock. The plow truck stopped by and knocked on my door and said that it was not advisable to be up here today. It's gonna be so crazy. They're gonna close the road, and this time they don't want people up here. So I'm gonna head down off the mountain now. Just gonna go out and show you how it looks around the van right now. I'm gonna head down to a safer place now. Well, nothing on the vehicle that I had to remove or anything. Let's see if the backup camera is working. Defrosting. Well, in the 10 minutes it took me to pack up, I've had 3 plow trucks come by, clearly preparing for something bad. So now I'm gonna head east, across the mountain, and down to the plow station basically. That's just outside of the gate. A little bit bummed. I would have loved to stay here through the storm. I've done that before, but they were pretty insistent this time. I can understand that when the forecast is this bad. It's gonna be so much snow coming down. So they say up to half a meter. So that's quite a lot. So let's just get down off the mountain. that's the first time I've been asked to leave a mountain because of a storm. Usually they'll do a convoy up here and I'm allowed to leave the convoy to park up here. But this time they want everyone off the mountain. So I saw on their website, veivesen.no, a website for seeing road conditions, that the road is gonna be closed completely. And the plow truck driver told me they might not be able to open it for several days after this. So they want everyone off here. Although I do have supplies for 10 to 12 days, I usually always talk to them about stuff like this to make sure we're on the same page. Gonna continue down to a place called Haugastøl and just hunker down there because according to the forecast it's gonna be a record-breaking snowfall. Here's the Sami village. Well, now it's getting really thick here. I have a plow truck right behind me, so it's all good. So it looks like I have to stay here for a couple of days, down off the mountain. This is basically where they stop all the vehicles and prepare the convoys. I don't think there's gonna be many convoys before they close it completely now. Just gonna find a way to park here. Well, as I'm just gonna ride it out here by this plowing station, I'm gonna make the most important meal of the day, coffee. So I made a little bit of a change to my water system. This winter I'm carrying 2 of these 10-liter plastic containers that I have fresh drinking or coffee water in. I have one in the back that is kind of just out of the way for backup, and I have this one with the tap on. I store that in my bathroom while I'm driving. That's how I have water in here in winter. Ready for first coffee in the van of 2025. Cheers, my friends. This is so weird. After being away from the van for like 10 days, I feel like I have to learn everything again. Like, where do I put my coffee stuff? How do I set up my coffee making when I'm filming it? And I'm just clumsy the first day. Always surprises me. That's good. It's 11 o'clock and I have my morning coffee for lunch. I'm just gonna stay here for this storm here. Basically where the gate is for the closure of the mountain. So there's a couple of convoys going across and then they're gonna close it for at least 24 hours. It's snowing now, but it's gonna be like a massive snowfall. So I got a few new things through Christmas and the New Year to bring into my van. I bought this EcoFlow Delta 2 power station, twice as big as the previous power station that I brought from EcoFlow. So this should give me more power, and it's mostly for my computer and charging my IKEA batteries for all the lights here. And also for charging the drone batteries and camera batteries. I also got these new Baffin winter boots. They're much better than the previous ones I had. I had some Baffin winter boots that I used through the 2 previous winters, but they're breaking and falling apart, so these should be more sturdy, I think. Also got this new weather station that I'm gonna install on the van. It's got 3 outdoor sensors, so that's some new gear that I've got for this winter season. Not too much, but just improving steadily. So they're doing convoys for a few more hours, I guess, until the weather gets bad. So I'm looking at the webcam from our cabin in the mountains further south, and there's a full-on hurricane going on down there. It looks just crazy. The winds are 34 meters a second. That's 1 point above hurricane force. So that is quite insane. Look at this stuff here. Here's from a different webcam that we have on installed by our cabin. Gotta walk the dog. That's Norway to you. Fueling up the plow trucks. Getting ready for some nasty weather now. That's a pretty cool van. Another convoy. Well, it is starting to get nasty on Although it's not gonna get really bad until tonight or in a few hours. That's a fun van there. It's really picking up now. Trying to reply to some comments on the previous blizzard video. And Stephen Campbell says it's a crazy storm. Well, this has turned pretty nasty. So crazy, and it's not close to peaking yet. I have no idea if you can hear me. The camera with a good mic is not working in this weather, so yeah. Well, so the camera where I can use this other mic is not working. The weather is just too crazy, so that's not gonna work. I'm just out to film a little bit while we have daylight. There's a lot of, or not a lot of, there's a tourist bus with Asians first in line for the convoy, and then there's a truck, and I have no idea about if they're gonna be able to get across today. I would think they would close the road now, but I don't know. So I'm of course just waiting here, seeing what's gonna happen, and trying to film as much as possible. Because even though it's a little bit sheltered here, it is crazy. So I hope you enjoy it. convoy coming across the mountain. They took another convoy across the mountain. I've been having a little bit of a problem with the cameras, and right now I'm just getting inside to get some new batteries and warm up the DJI Pocket 3 that could not handle this weather. The gimbal froze. There's another car coming in to do a convoy. I don't know how much more they can do here with the convoys, because this is just going off now. So I wanted to explain something that a lot of people are commenting on, and that is me parking in the open and not having any snow on my van in weather like this. And that is just because in wind like this, the snow will not stick to anything that's like polished, like the outside of a van or a car. It's just too strong, the wind, so it just flies past, and if there's anything forming like snow-wise, it's behind the van. It just flies past, and that's why I park out in the open like this, because then usually there's a clear path in front of me when I want to get out. Not always, but right now, if you see that van parked over by the building there, that is also getting a lot of snow accumulation behind it, but there's nothing going on like on the sides of that van. And if you see my van outside now, nothing is really accumulating on the van at all. It's also a good way to clean your van in winter. Leave it out in a blizzard and it'll be polished. There's no way in a real blizzard that anything would stick to the van. Unless it's very warm. If it was like around freezing or above freezing, it might be so wet that it's super heavy and then it could stick to the van. But not when it's cold like this. Right now it's minus 10 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty cold with this wind as well. Such fun stuff. I can't tell you how much I love this van over here. What a weather. Hope you enjoy it. I got a bit cold as well, so it's good to warm up. This is just so cool. Spectacular day. Love this stuff here. With weather like this, I think it's very important to have coffee and just enjoy. This stuff here. Oh man. It's shaking. I got an idea from one of the people commenting here about if you want to feel the shaking of the van, you could like have 4 cell phones, and then you could put them in pockets, and you could have people call you with vibration on, and you would feel this shaking here. Now you can't really see the shaking because the camera is of course inside the van, so it moves with the shaking. So whatever happens with the shaking, it's not showing up on the camera unless it's so bad that it really shows along the windows here compared to the outside. So here's a new car coming up to line up for the convoy, so I guess they haven't closed the road fully yet, which is strange in this weather down here. It's gotta be just crazy up on the mountain. Listen to the sound. Awesome stuff. So I believe as this is going on, you have a big storm going on up in Buffalo in New York as well. Just heard something on the news about that, and I saw some videos and images about that. So stay safe, my friends, if you're in Buffalo or close to the lakes in the United States. Snowstorms can be fun, but you got to have the right equipment and definitely the right tires. That's the number one. You don't get chaos. That's the reason why they can keep these convoys going across the icy mountains here, is because everyone has proper winter tires. Maybe I should go outside again. I feel warm. So it looks like they closed the road now for vehicles below 7.5 tons. So they're only gonna let trucks go by in convoy now. So this car here will probably not be allowed across the mountain. I don't know. That's the latest update on the website, basically. 2:43 now. Shouldn't be getting dark yet, but it definitely looks like it's getting darker. So I'm gonna head outside and get some more of this daylight. For those of you who know about wind chill, we don't really use that much here in Norway because it's cold enough, but it's minus 10 degrees Celsius now, and the wind is around is that 25 meters a second? Maybe some of you can calculate what that is gonna be in wind chill. I think they gave up. Yeah, I would give up too with that warning there. So they're still taking trucks across the mountain because they're necessary to keep the society rolling. All right, let's get outside. I just spoke to a couple of Germans who came up here in that car that I talked about inside there, and they were gonna go across to Bergen. The road is now closed, so I directed them over to the control station for the convoy driving here, just to make 100% sure. I don't want to tell them to go somewhere else if they can actually get across the mountain, but I'm pretty sure they have to go somewhere else. Well, didn't last long, the camera. This is where the snow ends up, behind the van. Well, we got snow coming in here again, through this ventilation here. Huh. That's only happened once before, so I need to put in some towels here, I think. You can probably not see it, but it's snowing here. Ooh. Got some real shaking in the van now. That's not working. It is going off. I think I stopped the snow coming in. But now we got some serious weather. No wonder my DJI Pocket 3 wouldn't work. It just froze in place, the gimbal. It's just too much to handle for a fragile camera. They do not claim to have any weather sealing or anything, so that's fine. It's not made for these conditions. But my Sony cameras are working. So I get a lot of questions about which cameras I use. Whoa! Can you see this? It's just going mad out there. Alright, yeah. I get a lot of questions asked lately about which cameras I use. And right now I'm filming with my Sony ZV-E1. And I'm using my Sony 14 1.8 GM lens. When it gets darker and I'm outside, I might use the Sony ZV-E1 with a Tamron 17 to 28 millimeter 2.8 lens. I also use a Sony A7 Mark IV with various lenses, and that's mostly got a 24 to 105 f.4 lens, and I also have the 100 to 400 GM lens for that camera mostly. And I use my DJI Pocket 3 a lot for all the driving sequences are filmed with that, and that's the one that freezes up when there's a blizzard. It's just too much for that camera in these conditions here. It's almost 4 o'clock, so not quite dinner time yet. It's just storming like crazy. So all the cars are turned away now, and they still gonna do convoys with trucks, I think, so far. But I don't know how long that's gonna go on. It's gonna get much worse through the night and evening. Here's another vehicle that will not get across today. I guess they're not checking on the website. I guess they're being told off now. This guy is the boss of the convoys. It's funny, the truck behind is lighting up the jacket of that guy. So it almost looks fake. Looks like looks like he doesn't belong in the scenery. So this kind of weather calls for a different approach to dinner. Gonna make it really simple today. I'm gonna try to make some cheese and pesto. Quesadillas? How do you say that? If you're from Mexico or Spanish speaking, please correct me. Quesadillas, I say. Look at this stuff here. Can't get enough of it. Oh no, it's it's a lot of fun. So this is basically the first day out here of the 2025 season, and I'm straight into a blizzard, which is super cool. I think it's just a magic thing to experience. I think they're doing another round of convoys, or maybe they're telling the truck that they are close the road, because now it's pretty bad out there. It's gonna peak in around 3 hours. That's why I wanted to get the dinner in now, but I'm not really sure. It looks like it's peaking again at 3 in the morning with the same wind force and same snowfall, so I'll have to see. I think it's time for dinner, at least. Okay, actually gonna add some serrano ham, I think, to this. Whoa, it's really going off out there. Got this serrano ham that I need to start using. It's probably not gonna be a real quesadilla with this, but I think this should be fine. Oh, this is just that is so good. All right. Can you hear that wind? I had to open a vent to get this stuff out, and it's going crazy out there. I think this first one is done. Ah, not bad at all. I thought I had ruined it. This looks pretty cool. Nice, see the cheese coming out here. And how about the wind? Put it on a plate. So let's eat. It's safe to say that it's going off now while I'm having my dinner here. That's good. Crazy stuff. That was really good. Quesadillas with pesto, cheese, and serrano ham. Maybe a little bit too salty. Maybe I should have had something sweet in there. And just to sweeten it up a little bit, sparkling water, and just straight out of the fridge. I'm sitting in my swivel chair here just to be able to watch this amazing storm out here. Look at this. A lot of storm showing when there's light outside. Oh, somebody have a garage over here. Let's see if there's any updates on the road. Yeah, still same status, closed for vehicles below 7.5 tons. It's only 5 p.m. now. This is really wild. I'm seeking shelter now behind the snowdrift, and I just want to share this heart with all of you for watching. It's so amazing that you're checking in and enjoying these snowstorms. This is just some of the most epic weather I've ever experienced. It is good fun. It's good clean fun because everything gets cleaned out by the snowdrift here, and I have a clean van waiting for me tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it just polishes everything. It's really good to get the salty stuff off, and it feels like clean winter when you get something like this going on. So the proper name for my van, I haven't really told you this before, but I've named it Bison, and I think that's the proper name for this van. It's a slow van, but it can really handle a winter night outside, so Bison it is.